illiterate and they're all unemployed. Where's the redress? Where's the drug rehabilitation? And I'll tell you why there's no drug rehabilitation in Punjab. Because if you've got a drug addict, he's not going to think, what about Article 25 of the Indian Constitution where I'm not even recognized as a Sikh? What about the river waters that are being taken away from Punjab? What about the electricity that's been taken from Punjab? No, he's not going to think about things like that. He's going to think, where can I get the next fix from? Where's your Bhagat Singh and Udham Singh going to come from if they're drowning themselves in drugs? No redress from the government. Cancerous water. Cancer research say that Punjab is one of the worst places for cancerous water. In places like Malwa, for every 100,000 people, there's 150 people suffering with cancer. There's more than 150 people who have already died from cancer every 100,000, and there's a suspected 200 who are suffering from cancer. That's Malwa alone. Forget the rest of Punjab. Where is the help for these people? Punjabis and Sikhs are continuing to die, and we don't even know that it's happening. Uranium poisoning is exclusive to Punjab. Thermal power plants are putting toxins in Punjab's water. They're not being treated. In Faridkot, they looked at people, youngsters who are being born with birth defects, who are being born disabled. Of 80% of them, each are suffering with uranium poisoning. The World Health Organization say Punjab is exclusive to uranium poisoning. Not one single Vijayanta battle tank, not one single bullet, not one single howitzer helicopters, and we're still dying. And people tell us to forget. Which is why we come to this freedom section. What has changed in that country? Even if they apologize, even if they bring to book the guilty, what has changed in India to make sure Harmandir Sahib is never attacked again? A great Sikh general like Sant Rallye isn't executed on a mere label of an extremist, and 250,000 Sikhs aren't killed openly in the streets. And I go back to Sant Rallye's ultimate message. He says, unless every Sikh in each house, village feels enslaved, we will be butchered for years to come, and you won't even know it. Every time a farmer puts a noose around his neck, I feel enslaved. Every time a future Bhagat and Udham Singh injects himself with drugs, I feel enslaved. Every time a future Mata Kaur is aborted in an illegal abortion clinic, I feel enslaved. And then we go to Bhai Rajwana's message, and I'll use Bhai Rajwana because he's so recent. The world was coloured in orange to say we want Bhai Rajwana released. What was his message? His message was, I am in a small dark cell. I've been in here for about 15 years, and I might be here for another 15 years. I might be killed tomorrow, but I'm free up here. You guys, you're outside, you're living, you're breathing, but you're hopelessly enslaved. Before you free yourselves, before you free me, free yourselves. Free yourselves of these shackles of slavery. Because if we don't, the future is really, really bleak. 30 years on, we haven't had any justice. I haven't got another 30 years. In 30 years, I'll be 63. I don't want to be 63 when I'm in Khalistan. I want to live and breathe a free man. I want to die a free man. And the only way we'll do it is with Khalistan. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Very relevant, very moving, and very truthful comments. And people say that nobody in Punjab is asking for anything that we're asking for here. But if you just take the time to read those statistics and read in, you'll realise the true drowning state of Punjab that we call Hasda Basta Punjab. It ain't anymore.